11 years in a row.
All right, on this a bit cooler day, let's head over for another check of the forecast.
Yeah, what can we expect throughout the night, Alana?
Okay, we've got another storm to close out our work week, but tonight we just get real chilly. Live look from Blanding, Four Corners area. The winds are blowing, and that's something you probably noticed in your backyard, that northwesterly flow. Blanding is going to get cold tonight. Freeze warnings in effect for this portion of the state. We'll see those temperatures dropping down to as low as 26. This also includes that portion over I-70, so a heads up there. Vulnerable crops in the area could be impacted. I know it's still early season, but if you've already planted, cover those plants. Some grapple coming down with the isolated showers we saw in northern Utah today. Those are soft hail pellets. They bounce right off of the hood of the car. If you saw them today, you know what I'm talking about. Northwesterly flow evident here on the satellite radar where you see the direction that the clouds are moving. We've also seen some showers holding on in eastern Utah, but the central and southern portion of the state quiet with clear skies, and that will give way to some pretty chilly temperatures as we head into tonight. Live view from the ABC4 studios. Our Colonial Flag Tower camera showing the winds from the northwest, moving the flag. 48 is what your phone would read if you were looking at it in Salt Lake, but you pair those with the winds, which have been gusty. Highest wind gust 34 miles per hour in Salt Lake, 30 miles per hour in Provo. Look at St. George, Milford. So gusty conditions, northwesterly winds make it feel colder, so the wind chill. The real feel of the temperature, ooh, brutal. We've got 30s out there, mid-40s in Salt Lake, so it does make a difference, especially if you're stepping out there without your coat on. Better chance of feeling that in the north than down south because the wind is not as predominant in the southern portion of the state. The numbers will be dropping into the 40s for the next several hours by ABC4 News at 10, hitting 40 with clear skies, increasing clouds as we head into the early morning hours. I'm going to show you what I mean here on the Futurecast. But first, we've got to look at the Red Cliffs Lodge. Pretty shot in Moab. Cloud cover on the eastern side of the state. 51 right now in Moab, and this is one of the spots that has completely stepped out of the drought. Newest drought numbers out there today. It's Thursday, so this is the newest data, and we've made progress, folks. Love to see it. Wasatch Mountains stepped out of the drought category last week, but now we've got more of eastern Utah and a portion of the West Desert, as well as up towards Cache Valley. 31% of the state not battling drought conditions, which means our active pattern, well, it's been successful. We've also made gains in all of the categories you see here, including that moderate category, 22% of Utah in the central portion of the state battling that. Last week, it was 30 plus in the way of percents. So we like to see that progress, but that does come with concern, of course, when we talk flooding because we have a lot of snowpack to continue to melt. Okay, first order of business is this storm system. It's a weaker one. It's going to graze northern Utah, and I want to show you the timeline of the changes. Notice that cloud cover increasing by 4 a.m. and some snow showers up towards Cache Valley where we have cold air in place, right, for the overnight. Mountain snow fills in. We get valley rain in the Salt Lake Valley by 10 a.m., and it starts to move towards the Wasatch Front. Really amps up by noon. Here we are by midday. Lots of valley rain, mountain snow, and that extends all the way into the central portion of the state. But look at how Weber, Davis, Salt Lake County, up in Cache Valley by 3 p.m. I've got a healthy little system. Showery activity to follow through the evening. Notice how the snow showers hold on in the western Uintas, Wasatch Front, and the central portion of the state. And there's rain out there. Places like Tooele County, and those rain showers will continue to come over the lake with that northwest flow. So we get a little enhancement there. Stays active by 9 p.m. It will be, again, showery as we get later into the day, but we're not completely finished until early Saturday morning where high pressure takes control and we get quieter conditions for your weekend. High pressure will warm us up. Here we are by 7 p.m. We've got clouds out there, and that will be nice, but it doesn't stay that way, at least not in northern Utah. I'll show you what I mean. Anywhere from a trace to about 1/4 of an inch when it comes to rain. Mountains could get 2 to 8 inches. So we're keeping our eye on the Wasatch and the western Uintas. They will do the best with the northwest flow. Some areas can get favored. Temperatures tomorrow will be slightly warmer than today, but soggy conditions will make it feel chilly. 51 in Salt Lake, same number in Provo, 40s in Cache Valley, 60s in Moab, and 70 in St. George. Still slightly below average, but we're going to get back there. Warmer air starts to filter in by Saturday, looking pretty nice down there in Washington County. Sun and wind, that's what we're going to see for the next 7, and some 80s there in St. George. The Wasatch Front keeps things active, a little bit of a roller coaster ride, which, okay, we'll take the showers for tomorrow. Clearing early Saturday, temperatures getting into the mid-60s by Sunday. Winds picking up on Monday, but Monday into Tuesday, it looks like we could see another wet weather system drying out the middle of next week with high pressure taking control and temperatures rebounding. It's the weather yo-yo when it comes to daytime highs. Glenn, Emily, over to you.